we started?
We're back.
Yo, what is good, y'all?
We're back with the white mans.
What's it been, 2 weeks?
It's been a year, buddy.
A year.
Yeah. No.
It feels like a year, bro.
We're in person. We're live and actually
yeah.
in person today, so it's good to see
Listen
you.
to this slap. We're here.
Oh, that's funny.
But I was gonna say, yeah, bro. It feels like it's been forever, bro. That's how it feels missing 1 week in the UFC.
Yeah, no, for real, it has. I was gonna say, what episode are we on?
I think we're pushing 10.
No, we're on
episode 9. We're pushing 10.
Oh yeah, we're pushing 10.
Episode 9. So, congratulations to us for being consistent.
Yeah,
we've been on top of it, bro. We're not trying to miss nothing.
Yeah, we got some big stuff coming too soon, so just stay tuned for that.
Yeah.
We're just chopping it up right now.
We got a bunch of plans, just so it's more entertaining for you guys.
Possible guests too. Yeah. So just keep that in mind.
Possible guest, plural, because there's a lot of people that want to hop on this podcast. Not saying we're big or anything, but people just like what we got going on, you know. So they see. I think what they see is like
the consistency.
Not only the consistency, but like they see the big picture. Like a lot of people don't see. They're just amateurs, you know, recording on the mic. No, we're not just like we got way more stuff planned out for the future, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think that's what people are starting to realize, but. For right now, it's just me and you, bro.
Yeah. And then we're just gonna keep getting better. So,
but to start off, it's been a couple weeks. Some things that went on these past few weeks. Obviously, we had an insane card last night, but some things that happened during the week. We had some talks of Strickland versus Alex Pereira.
Yeah.
Very excited for me. I mean, I love that.
What
fight.
do you think is the outcome for that, or do you want to wait to save it?
I know it's early. But based off what I've seen, is my mic on?
Yeah,
my bad. Based off what I've seen from both guys, Pereira's striking is elite, like high class elite Israel Adesanya like level and
kickboxing.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Striking on the feet in general, his hands, his feet, all that. Strickland, his striking, great. Actually, he has the percentage for the least amount of hits taken out of any fighter in the UFC. So it's gonna be nice to watch because Strickland's not a wrestler. Yeah. But if he was smart, he'll wrestle.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Like somebody like Pereira. Cause, I mean, he's kickboxing. You know what I mean?
To you, what does this fight mean for Pereira if he wins?
I think that it's a possible. I don't want to say that he deserves a title shot, but I feel like he's in the mix for sure.
And the thing is, I think he deserves a title shot. And it not to, not saying like he hasn't done enough, but it's like the division itself is so dry sometimes.
Yeah.
Well, 185, like, I'm trying to like, we got Jared Cannonier versus Israel Adesanya obviously next. Yeah. But it's like, what's after that? Nothing. What is Marvin Vettori does not deserve a title shot. He's already lost twice. Robert Whittaker doesn't deserve one. Paulo Costa can't get a fight. That's some other. He's been trying to book fights, but nobody in that division thinks he's gonna hold that weight. And if I was in that division, that's smart. I'm not gonna book with you, bro. You're gonna be at 200 pounds the fight week. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And I think it's one of those things where the UFC knows this, and that's why they're pushing him to fight Strickland. Yeah, it makes sense
for sure. And for Strickland not having that title shot right now. It is so good that he accepted it because once he wins this fight, he's done enough. Yeah. All he has to do is work the mic. You know, he missed his opportunity last time, but come on, you know what I'm saying? Like this is either he's gonna win and get the fight, or he, obviously he loses and doesn't.
And then it's Alex Pereira.
And I think Alex Pereira can beat Israel Adesanya too. So moving on. UFC. We could talk about the pay-per-view, but one thing before we get into it, it's been bothering me for like 2 weeks now, is Henry Cejudo. Yeah. I think he's a great fighter, and he's doing a really good job staying relevant, even though he's not fighting. But bro, like, he is such a clout chaser, bro. Yeah. I hate people like that, bro.
Yeah. Are you talking about the Conor McGregor situation?
Not only that, but he calls out everybody, bro. Like, I don't know. Is he still in the USADA testing pool? Like, is he still eligible to fight? I don't even think he's eligible to fight.
I don't know, man. Like, this is the thing with him. I know. I don't want to say 100%, but I know he has some fights on his contract still.
For sure.
So I think that's why he's, like, playing this.
His last fight was for a belt, so he automatically has one more fight. And it's like, bro, get in there. Just get in the cage. Like, if I was him, I would just go for a money fight. But he's going for, like, more like huge money fight. Like, you're not gonna get Conor McGregor to fight you, bro. You haven't fought in so long. You're 5'6".
No, he's 5'4".
No, bro, he's not gonna fight Conor. Like, what is wrong?
He's not gonna be able
bro?
to touch him. But yeah,
not even that. But it's just like, bro will do anything to stay relevant now. Like, I really appreciate the fact that he's coaching fighters. That's a great way to stay relevant. Like Randy Couture's gym, all that. That's a great way to stay relevant. But
and granted, he's actually doing good with the fighters. Like we had Davis Figueiredo, we got Zombie. Obviously, we'll get into that.
We got Wei Lee.
Then we got Wei Lee,
and now John Jones, Yuri Prochazka. Like, dude, his camp. Obviously, yes, he's doing great. He's like I said, he's doing great, staying relevant, but. Be more realistic when you make, because like me as a fan, I see straight through it. Obviously, he's not being serious. He's just trying to, let me see if I can, like, bro, no.
Yeah, it's a clout chaser.
Yeah.
Henry Cejudo, the clout chaser.
Yeah. Like I was calling out Volkanovski, like, but Volkanovski's on a different level, bro. Based off what I seen last night, I'm not even gonna get into that right now, but he's levels above Henry Cejudo right now.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And we'll get into the card finally. That card last night, bro, like on paper it looked good and it just delivered great, bro.
Yeah.
Even the prelim, like I didn't watch a lot of the prelims. I watched like the first fight I think I watched was the Ian Gary fight. Did you catch any of that?
Yeah, I saw the Ian Gary fight. I'm trying to see. Was that the knockout?
No. Ian Gary, you know Ian Gary, right? The Irish dude.
Oh, yeah.
Takeover Part 2. Yeah. He won by decision. It was like a 30-27. So obviously I didn't see too much of the fight, but his striking looked crisp, clean.
Yeah. And honestly, man, like he's a contender. And you know what I noticed too, bro? He's tall for that division.
Yeah, he's
6'3".
I thought he fought at 185, but he fights at 170.
Yeah, dude.
And you're right. I don't know. He's a contender for that top 10 for sure. Not a title contender yet, but I want to see him host a fight night. You know what I'm saying? I want to see him main event a fight night. So I want to see them test him. That's really what I want to see. I feel like these guys that throwing him are kind of iffy, little off, little suckish. I don't know. I don't want to be bogus.
Quick little fact too about him is that over the yesterday I was watching the fight, and he actually has a picture with Conor McGregor when he was like a kid, and that's why he started fighting. It's because of Conor McGregor.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah,
that's crazy. It's small. It's a small world, bro.
No, it is.
And they're both from Dublin, Ireland, so that's perfect, man. Moving on to the first fight of the main event. Very uneventful. The first fight, at least. Oh, bro, like it was just a grappling match. You know, one dude was 11-0. Madsen versus Piquel. Piquel just looks. He looks. Bro, like honestly, I don't even want to talk about these guys. That's like they don't even deserve it, bro. Like the fight was so boring to me, bro.
And he's I know. Granted, I mean he's an Olympic, a gold Olympic wrestler or something like that, 2-time or something like that. But the only thing too is like. He just looks weathered to me.
Bro,
he looks too old to get in the UFC mix of like the top people yet.
And another thing is like, bro, is like people are afraid to let their hands fly and get in trouble and put themselves in that danger zone, which is what we want to see. So
exactly,
it was a decent fight. Madsen was 11-0. He won again, so he's 12-0 in the lightweight division. I don't know. I don't even think he gave a call out after. So I'm moving on.
Yeah, I think he said something like he was like. I remember seeing the what he said. He was just being aggressive. I was just like, bro, you're old. I'm not gonna lie.
I was gonna say, did you catch that Dern versus Torres fight?
Yes, bro. That was a good fight. And I think Torres won.
Okay.
For the simple fact is that she kept applying that pressure the whole entire fight. Granted, Mackenzie did get a little bit like she was had a little bit more control time, so I see why they gave it to her. But it was a close fight, and I think that. Torres is no slouch, bro.
What do you know what division that is?
Strawweight.
Strawweight?
115, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, like I like women's like fighting in the UFC, but it's just like I don't know any of the fighters in the ranking or anything. Like they're just not that good with like pushing themselves.
Yeah.
Like
I know Mackenzie Dern's pretty big name. I tune into her because I like her. She's really good at jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, okay.
Quick little fact. Me and you were talking about this, but there's clips of her.
Is this a fact though?
This is a fact.
Be careful.
No. Dude, this is 100% fact and it's crazy. I'll show you the video. But dude, there's videos of her speaking perfect English.
Who is her?
Mackenzie Dern.
Okay.
She's speaking perfect English, right? Without any accent. And then later on in her career, she starts developing this accent. A Brazilian accent. Yeah. Granted, her dad is actually like her. So her dad is a Brazilian god.
I don't know. That's weird. That is weird. Like, why would you want to have a Brazilian accent in the UFC?
I think it's for sales. I mean, Brazil is like a big...
So my thing, this is how I think of it. Maybe she's doing it. Honestly, this is super far-fetched. Yeah. But to, like, I'm Brazilian, I know jiu-jitsu, and I have a Brazilian accent. So, like, maybe it's an intimidating factor for fighters. But, like, in the UFC, American accents are the move, bro. Like, they're easy to sponsor. Like, people can hear them, understand them.
I think she has a bigger audience, though, in Brazil. Plus,
that makes sense.
Plus, also, her dad is legit, bro. Like a Brazilian, like, he's a legend in Brazil. Like, he's a jiu-jitsu legend. Okay. So, that's another thing, too. And they know that, you know, her dad...
And she won the fight?
She won her fight, yeah.
Okay. How does she sound in the post-fight?
With the accent.
Really?
Yeah, that was funny because, like... So I didn't know about that, right? And then someone showed me, and then I was just like, and I'm like listening. I'm like, dude, she is trying. Next time she fights, bro, listen to her press conference.
I'm gonna listen to the press conference before and everything.
And then like tell me, you could tell she's like pushing for it. Like she's I grapple and I get down. So
we'll see. But dude, this is the one fight I don't want to talk about, bro. Like
this is one right here, man.
Dude. Like so
Hold
anticipated.
Moment of silence for how good this fight was.
Give it a second.
Okay.
I love that. Bro, Khazmat Chimaev versus Burns. Like everybody knows, I don't have to say too much. This fight very highly anticipated. I think a lot of people were just looking at it as if Khazmat wins, he's gonna fight for a title. But me, I looked at it like Khazmat still has to win, bro. Gilbert is no slouch, bro. And he was world-class jiu-jitsu, world-class, not Brazil, world-class.
Yeah, like 4-time Brazilian
gold medalist, bro. Yeah. And Khazmat Chimaev was a bronze medalist in Sweden. And Sweden is a crazy wrestling state, bro. Like not state, country. Yeah. They're crazy good, and the only reason he couldn't fight for that world title is because he couldn't get his visa or something like that. Yeah. But the dude he lost to in Sweden actually did win gold. Yeah. So you got elite grappling. Like as an MMA fan, this is what I'm looking at. I'm like, oh yeah, they get on the ground. It's not going to be somebody choking somebody out quick. It's going to be high level grappling, you know. Yeah. And that's exactly what it was in the fight.
I was gonna say, quick fact too. Dude, this fight was trending more than the actual title fights.
It's the people's fight. Yeah, bro. It's the people's fight.
And it's just it shows how hype Khazmat Chimaev is, bro.
Why do you think it was the people's fight?
I think it was a people's fight just for the simple fact is the hype real? Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? That's why I wanted to watch. I'm like, this is his first big test. Dude, I underestimated Burns, bro. Mm-hmm. He's number 2, and I was just like... You know, you looked at him like he's small, yeah. And then also too, you look at Khazmat Chimaev. He's like he just looked untouchable,
bro.
You know what I mean?
This is why I say he's the people's. Like it was the people's fight. It's because of how he acts, bro. Yeah. Like you see him in the press conference. I smash you, brother. Yeah. Go backstage. I smash you every second, brother. I'm like, whoa, bro. He's not joking, bro.
Hey, that accent's on point, though. I say, yeah.
He's on, and you know. And I'm like, damn, bro. Like this dude's a real. This is a real fighter, bro. And even though he doesn't speak like really clear English, bro, he works on it, bro.
Yeah, and it's great, man. And honestly, man, Burns is a dog.
Yeah, let's get into the fight, bro. Like, I mean, that first round, bro, the butterflies in my stomach because in my head I'm like, either he decapitates Gilbert right here, right now, or they're about to have a brutal slugfest, and that's exactly what happened. They got into the first round. And I remember clearly, bro, it was pretty competitive, but Khazmat put him down with a jab, and I just kept getting Kamaru Usman versus Gilbert vibes, you know, how he knocked him down with a jab. And I was like, damn, like, it might be over, but, bro, Gilbert showed a lot of heart, bro. Even getting bashed on the ground, he's still fighting upwards, bro.
And then he dropped them like twice.
In the second round, dude.
No, didn't he drop him twice?
In the first round, yeah, I think Khazmat might have slipped a little bit.
Oh, yeah,
but in the second round, bro, Gilbert showed some heart, like... There's a lot of people who show heart and they get beat up and lose, but he was showing heart and just intensity, bro. Like throwing overhands. Yeah, he did. Right, he hit Khazmat, bro. 9 out of 10 fighters in the UFC is going down to that punch. Khazmat ate it, wobbled, then he threw him to the floor, tried to throw an illegal kick at his face, and I'm like, bro, this is a dog fight, bro.
Yeah, it was crazy, and it, you know, what was crazy too. It was like a point in the fight, and it was like man, I was watching it, and sometimes when you watch UFC, you're like, man, this is great. Yeah. And there's a point where he's smiling at him, Gilbert Burns. He's like, yeah,
I love that. I'm here. Like, I love that. Like raw emotion.
Yes, bro. He's like, no, you're not gonna. I'm not like, dude. I'm not no slouch. Pushover, yeah. Like, dude, you're gonna feel me, and he felt him, bro. Yeah.
And bro, look, unpopular opinion, bro. I had put money on Gilbert, and at the end of the fight, bro, it was really 50-50 for me, bro. Yeah. A lot of people, Khazmat. And the judges, all the judges had him winning round 2. All the judges, because the scorecards was, 29-28, all 3 judges, but they all were in favor of Khazmat.
I thought
they gave him round 3, but that was a competitive round itself. Yeah. You know, Gilbert looked super tired at one point. I wrote that down here. At one point, he looked really tired and started to, ball up. Yeah. And he was getting peace, and I was like, uh-oh, here comes the finish. Got a little space, and bro, he started rocking him like 3 punches in a row. I'm like, dude, Gilbert is a dog.
Do you think that Chimaev just took him for granted? I think he thought he was gonna bulldozer him.
So he definitely thought he was gonna kill him. Yeah, he definitely trained. He trained very hard to beat him. You can tell. Like I said, he thought he was gonna kill him for sure, but obviously he was met with something else, bro. It was not no little boy in there. And I didn't know Gilbert was 35. And for a 35-year-old, bro, he's moving well.
Dude, and I, it's funny because I watched clips of him, MMA Censored. Okay. I watched a YouTube clip of him in his workout.
Gilbert?
Yeah, dude, and it was intense. Like, he was like, first round, he was doing all this stuff, and they counted up to the first round, and then second round, nonstop. So it was like they prepared him for a real fight.
Well, that same thing with Khazmat. Like, they said they were going to show that energy, bro, and it was, bro, pressure all fight. There was not a dull moment in that fight. Like, if you took your eyes off the screen, you were gonna miss something. And
probably one of the best fights this year,
dude. Fight of the year.
Yeah, honestly.
Think about what fights we got coming up next. What is book? We got May 7th.
The only other one I see that could be a fight potentially of the year is Tony Ferguson and
Michael.
Yeah,
I like Justin and Charles. I don't know what's gonna. I'm so excited for that card. That's a totally different story.
Yeah,
but Khazmat with the win, 12-0. Dana White said in the interview day before, if he wins, he gets Kobe. So Khazmat versus Kobe, what do you think on that?
I know I'm probably gonna, because this is the thing, he looked human to me.
Mm-hmm. He got humanized.
He got humanized, and I really believe that Kobe's gonna win. I just think he's a smarter fighter. You know what I mean?
Does Kobe win by decision?
Yeah, I think it's gonna go all the way. I don't think that if it's a main event, I'm a little bit more worried for Khazmat for the conditioning.
The conditioning? Yeah. I thought he looked good. Yeah, okay, you're right.
Just because, Kobe's been in these 5 rounders. Yeah, for sure. What I mean? He's fought for a title.
He's got this is what you say, like, Kobe has the experience. Yeah. He has the wrestling. He's been in the world title fights. That crowd is not going to mess with him. That press conference is not going to mess with him. My thing about Khazmat is that stand-up, bro. Like, he throws hard, bro. Yeah, and I've seen Kobe get dropped multiple times in the same round, but I've also seen Khazmat. But I don't think Kobe's got enough power to put Khazmat down.
Oh, no. He's not going to win by knockout or anything. I just think that it's going to be...
You think he out-grapples him?
Yeah. I just do, man.
I want to see it.
I think that he out-grapples him, and they just, like, either maybe by submission. I think he's just going to win by decision.
Absolutely no way by submission. Honestly... I think I have Khazmat in that. He has better stand-up.
Maybe in Khazmat by submission. I wouldn't be surprised.
Because Khazmat has better stand-up, I think. Yeah. Kobe kind of just throws a little wild. And I think Khazmat's wrestling is insane, bro. Yeah. It is an art to watch. So I would take Khazmat in that fight. I also think the booking of that fight is perfect. Yeah. For the title eliminator. So if he beats Kobe, I already think he could fight for a title right now. Yeah. So if somebody pulls out of a title fight with Kamaru,
can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
If he beats Kobe, Kamaru, you think he can beat Kamaru?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Me either.
Bro, Kamaru, you got to think about where MMA is now. Because who do you think is the GOAT of all MMA? Who would you say? Throw some names up there.
BJ Penn, GSP,
Anderson Silva type. Yeah. So BJ Penn, GSP, not to take anything away from them. These guys fought back in the division when it was early 2000s. People didn't use all kinds of forms of fighting. It wasn't so high level. You can get away with blitzing and, throwing wild shots. It's so technical now for somebody to be able to defend their belt 5 times and be on a 15-fight win streak in the UFC, like the best fighting, in the world. The only, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think Khazmat's not touching Kamaru. His hands are too heavy. His wrestling's, still, I think he still has 100% takedown defense.
Yeah. Never, I mean,
I think he kills GSP as well.
But never got cleared.
Gilbert's the only person I've ever seen wobble Kamaru Usman.
Yeah.
And Gilbert just took Khazmat on the toughest fight of his entire life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He dropped him. He did all this.
He brought him to deep water. I mean.
And the fight could have gone 50-50. Kamaru ended the fight. There was no decision. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, Kamaru's just different, bro. He's just different.
I would definitely tune in for that fight, though. Yeah, I'm actually kind of more excited for the Kobe fight just because I know they're going to be talking crap.
Oh, yeah, and for sure. And I wonder how, I don't know. I wonder how Khazmat deals with that.
Yeah.
Moving on to the co-main event, another fight that was very that I anticipated a lot just because of how much intensity there was after the first fight is Peter Yan versus Sterling. So, what do you think of that fight and the build-up to it?
I think the build-up was good. I think that I honestly think that Aljo got in his head. I really do. I think that he got in his head and he.
I think that's a great point.
Yeah, I think he got in his head and he was doing good at I think at the back he was trying to fight him and do a bunch of different stuff like that, and you could tell. I don't know if it was just me, but you could tell that Yan was a little cautious, but he's like that in the first round.
My thing is. Okay, I get where you could see that. My thing is, yes, he did get in his head, and Yan fought a little more angrier than usual. But he's always been the type of fighter where he waits for that opening. But he's stalking you like the whole fight. He's in front of Aljamain. He's pushing him to the cage. But it's like you're trying to knock him out so bad because he pissed you off that when you throw punches or kicks, you're opening up your hips and everything, and you're getting taken down.
I saw a tweet that somebody sent out. They said that I think it was John Jones or somebody, I don't know, but they said that Yan was fighting out of anger and Sterling was fighting.
I literally seen this exact.
You seen that too?
Sterling was fighting. I forgot. I forgot. I think
it said with his brains.
Yeah, with his brains, literally, and even though I don't think Yan was being super absurdly angry or anything or going out of place too much, but in the UFC, one mistake will do that to you, bro. And he put him on the ground and held him there. I still think Yan won because that third, fourth, and fifth round, bro, because the first two rounds Aljamain took easy, bro. Was holding him down. He couldn't go nowhere. But the third round, dude, Peter Yan was all over him. The striking, he tried to take him down. The sprawl, it looked great. Like I said, I think he's a great technical and the best boxer in the UFC. But honestly, I don't know how they gave that fight to Aljamain.
Yeah, I honestly I kind of scored it for Aljamain.
Still?
Yeah, I think that he won. I think that it was close. I did see Dana White saying that he don't think that Aljo won, which is kind of crazy.
A lot of people are gonna say that, bro. Yeah. It's like I don't know.
But I think I was just kind of happy that the simple fact is that it was up in a question, but he's won. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't that knee that kind of we kind of have an answer. Yeah. And then now we can kind of move on.
But this is the thing. Like, we just came off that DQ. Yeah. And now it's like, can we move on? Because, what is Peter Yan going to do now? I think he won. Yeah. I think there's nobody in that division who can stand with him at all, obviously. But, yeah, obviously the move now, we heard Aljo after the fight.
Yeah, and I think that was a brilliant call out.
And who did he call out?
TJ Dillashaw.
Beautiful call out, bro. Yeah. TJ was hype. I didn't even know TJ was there. TJ looked like he didn't even know he was going to get called out right there. But I like that call out. Both high-level wrestlers. Obviously.
TJ, better striker.
I would say, yeah. TJ has good hands. But the thing is, I feel like the Funk Master, I think Aljo's going to try to stand up with him. Yeah. And that's going to be a great fight, honestly.
I think that TJ wins, man. And honestly, I would be happy to see him get the title again.
Yeah.
I would actually.
And he will solidify himself as a bantamweight GOAT, though. I'm not going to lie. Not the best, because I think Dominic Cruz is the best bantamweight ever. Yeah. But you got to think, that's 3 titles TJ did in 3 different eras, bro.
Yeah. And that's raw.
I forgot who he beat the first time, but he was a beast. The dude he beat, the Brazilian dude, who was like 37-0, the second coming of Jose Aldo. Yeah. Beat him. Defended the title once or twice, I mean,
didn't he beat Aldo too? Oh no, they haven't fought.
No, they haven't fought. And then he came back and fought Cody Garbrandt, defended it, and then he's gonna come back again and win it again. Yeah, that solidifies you. You know what I'm saying?
No, definitely. And I'm honestly, the 135 division is pretty stacked right now.
It's pretty. Yeah, that top 10, that top 8. Yeah, anybody could fight for a title right there. But it's all up in the air for now. Moving on to the main event. honestly, another anticipated fight. I know, kicking a dead horse, but it was great, and it's exactly what I thought was gonna happen. Except for like the fact that Zombie looks a little slow, and you never see Zombie moving slow.
Yeah, and it was one of those things where like we were talking about this too, and it's like, I mean, he looked better. He looked better from his last fight.
He looks so elite, bro. It's weird how good he looks, bro, because it's like he's getting better. There's a lot of people fighting doesn't make you better. The more you do, it doesn't make you better. Like, you're gonna get old, you're gonna get hurt.
Yeah,
but bro is just literally adding on.
I think he has a good camp, man.
Great camp. You know who else is in that camp? Israel Adesanya.
Yeah, Israel Adesanya, kickboxing.
And like, not only is he such a good fighter, he's such a professional fighter.
Yeah.
Not only is he such a professional fighter, he's going to a camp with Israel Adesanya, so he's boosting his popularity. He's boosting his camp's popularity. He's a great athlete for the sport. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's more than just a fighter, and that's why he's so good, bro. Like, not only is he gonna dominate you, he's gonna go on the mic and dominate you again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And he's just like he's also just a relatable dude, and he's nice, but also like he's an animal, bro.
Yeah.
And the way that he just broke down Zombie, I've never seen no one do that.
Yeah, going into the fight, like diving a little bit into it. First round is a little bit of feeling out, but they were still exchanging, and Korean Zombie was getting rocked out the first round. I was like, yikes, you know, like, we're gonna see what happens. He's 35. I thought he was gonna be way more elite on the striking. Like, I thought he was gonna be more elite than Alexander.
Yeah.
But obviously not. The second round, he got dropped again, I think. And the way Alexander was able to strike and then level change to takedowns is just like, what a dog, bro.
Yeah, he's just a good fighter.
But Korean looked good. He was getting up from the takedowns. He wasn't getting held too long. And then we moved on to the later rounds.
You could see Saguda really was doing well with that, because he was actually
well with all his fighters, bro.
Yeah.
Like we were saying. Moving on to the third round of that fight.
Yeah.
What did you see in that third round?
I mean, first of all, it's funny because I was watching it and I was like, man, how long has Herb Dean been a referee? Right? And then I was looking at Herb Dean, and I seen him looking at him while they were like, you know, because he was rocking him, bro. Yeah. And then I was like, I was like, he's gonna stop the fight.
You thought so?
Yeah. And then he stopped it, and it was like,
well, he stopped it in the fourth round in the beginning.
Oh,
but
the fourth round.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But the third round, Korean was getting rocked the whole round, bro.
Yeah, and I thought
he was still throwing. He was still throwing, but sometimes it's like, you're too tough for your own good.
Yeah. And
we got into that fourth round, and like we see in every other round, this dude Volkanovski is just outclassing his opponents, man.
I mean, and every punch that he was landing was clean, and especially that one where he got stopped, it was clean.
Yeah,
dude.
Yeah,
so clean.
He rocked him. Yeah, I mean, Korean didn't hit the floor. He's still walking and stuff, but
that was the first time I ever seen a fight stop like while someone was standing.
Really?
Yeah. Like that.
It was different for me too. I was like, I was like ready to leave the bar, and I was ordering an Uber, and I was like, I'm finna order it right now. No way Korean Zombie makes it out of this round, bro. And 10 seconds later, he was getting TKO. I'm like, yep, it's over, bro. And Volkanovski is solidifying himself as up there, bro. That's 3 title defenses so far, and he's got one against people were saying the best featherweight ever, Max Holloway.
Yeah.
He's beat him twice. He beat Brian Ortega. He beat Korean Zombie. And he's talking about going up a weight class. How do you feel about that?
I think that's a smart move. I think that if he goes up the weight class and he wins, bro, that solidifies him as
as a legend, bro.
Yeah. Like pound for pound, yeah.
And he's number 2 right now. And like, it's hard to beat Kamaru Usman. It's crazy how high class MMA is, bro. It is wild.
So I was gonna tell you this, man. Quick fact about Volkanovski. The league that he fought for beforehand, bro. This man, mind you, this man's my height, 5'6", right? Dude, he fought at 155 and 170 and was the champ for that division. At 170, where he was fighting at? I don't know, but I talked to these dudes and they were like talking to me about it. I didn't know that. I was like, 170, bro. He was fighting at 170.
I know he used to play rugby, and he used to be huge when he played rugby.
He was like 215 or something.
So, dude, he's an athlete, and like you said, he's an animal. Yeah. Very professional at the same time. So I'm really excited for what's in store for Volkanovski.
I was thinking though, like, just to ask you a question, I was gonna say, like, do you think that he could go down to 135, or you think no? It's too hard.
I think he could. Just because how I'm trying to find the word. Just because how hard he trains, like, I think he could cut that weight.
Yeah.
Like, he's very consistent. He doesn't miss his weight. He doesn't miss weight But I don't know how much skinnier he could get, bro. 135 that's gonna be skinny for him because he's a muscular dude.
I think that's why he wants to go to 150. He probably feels better at 150.
Dude, that would be it'd be weird to see him up there, low key. But
it would.
The way he's fighting now, I can't. It's hard to not bet in his favor, you know.
Absolutely. I mean, he's a dog, and I mean, we'll see what happens with Justin Gaethje and Charles. And I mean, if just imagine it, right? Mm-hmm. Who would you rather see? Justin or Charles to fight Volkanovski if he went up?
Dude, it could go anywhere. Really? But obviously Justin.
Yeah.
Just a little bias.
Yeah.
I think Justin can sleep anybody. Yeah. So I'd like to see Justin versus him. But May 7th, that's the next pay-per-view, guys. We got Justin versus Charles Oliveira. We got Rose Namajunas versus Juliana Pena. No. Amanda Nunes versus Juliana Pena. Yeah. And then we got Tony Ferguson, Michael Chandler, and we got there's a couple other names on there too. So I'm really excited for that. So
yeah.
But honestly, I want to hear what you guys think about next week's fight night. We got Vicente Luque versus Belal Muhammed. Yep. They're both on good fight streaks. It's actually a rematch. I think they fought earlier in their career. I forgot who won that fight, but I'll figure it out for sure. So you guys let us know who you got in that fight. Who do you got for that fight?
I got Bariush. Just because...
No. Belal Muhammed versus Vicente.
I mean, oh my gosh, I don't know why I always say it. Belal Muhammad. Yeah, I got him just because he's a better wrestler, and I feel like he's just going to wrestle him.
Yeah, like he did to Stephen Thompson. Yeah. It was very uneventful, but yeah, you can't deny a man's wrestling anymore. Obviously, it's winning titles.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He's from Chicago, too.
Is he?
Yeah.
And he's a very professional athlete, too. Yeah. Belal, he's very professional. But I got Vicente, bro. Yeah. Vicente is an assassin, bro. The way he knocked out Tyron Woodley.
Yeah, it was.
Bro, he's an assassin. And I think his wrestling is good enough to withstand Belal Muhammad. He's trained with Kamaru Usman, and so I think he could take that fight. But you guys let us know.
Yeah. I wanted to touch on... I know this is the MMA podcast, but I also wanted to touch on... Haney is gonna fight Haney? Devin Haney's fighting for the belts against
the dude who beat
Teofimo Lopez.
Okay, so he's gonna fight
I think that's on the 24th
of what month?
April.
Yeah. No way.
So I mean, I was gonna watch it. We might talk about that.
Of course. I mean, if we want to talk about boxing, Ryan Garcia took a win yesterday. I'm not really into boxing too much, but I was at the bar. I seen him take a win. So I don't, bro, honestly, boxing is so like, build them up till they become 40 years old and then have them fight each other. Like, it doesn't make no sense to me. Like,
it just takes
he called out Gervonta Davis, but Gervonta's booked with Rolly. I don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
They're trying to do a Floyd Pacquiao thing, and they were way out of their prime when they fought. I mean, not way out of their prime, but they could have fought each other at 33, 34, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's why I love the UFC, man, because they give you what you...
They'll give you Khazmat versus a 35-year-old, bro. Yeah. They'll give you number 11 versus number 2 based off... The only reason he got that fight is because of the fans, bro.
Yeah.
We wanted to see him get pushed.
Yeah. Yeah, let us know what you guys think, man. Thank you guys for tuning in. Episode 9. Thanks for showing love.
Appreciate y'all. See y'all later.
Peace.